Oh dear, give me 30 seconds. So I'm not really doing a stream tonight, just giving you a little bit of an update of what I'm going to be doing tomorrow and during the week. Now, what I decided to do today was that I had some money left over from that donation, and they did say I could do whatever I wanted to do with it once I got my money back. So what I decided to do was something a little bit different. Although I need a new PC, you know, it ain't going to happen. I ain't going to get the cash for it. So I've done something different. Now, I do like a bit of gaming, time to time. So, because it would take probably about 6 months to a year to get the money for a new bloody computer, I decided to go out and buy a console. And it's down there, and it's a Xbox, not an Xbox, it's a PS3. Can't really see it. All right, well, let's turn the spotlight on. So I've got PS3 down there. It didn't cost too much actually. I was looking around on eBay, and I was going for around about £50-60, something like that. Some of them was 4 gig, some of them are less. And I thought, well, look, you know, I have actually got a PS2 as well, which I've had for quite a while, which is here. Right there. I dug that out the other night. Actually, I've got 3 PS2s actually, but only one power supply. I couldn't get on the internet without a memory card, so I bought a 8 megabyte memory card, because I only done 8 and 16, I think, for the PS2. But I wasn't too sure about the internet compatibility on that. Now, I've actually got a piece of software which I've had for a while as well, network access data, but it won't work because I need the memory card. So I went out and bought the memory card today, and I was looking at the PS3s and the Xboxes, and you get an Xbox for about 60-70 quid. And before I went there to get the memory card, I was looking on CEX, which is a second-hand technology store which sells like games, consoles, phones, cameras, DVDs, games and stuff like that. And I noticed that they had one on the website for £45, which is with a built-in 80 gig hard drive. So I thought, well, if I can get one of those, at least I can carry on doing a bit of gaming when I'm feeling like stressed out. And hopefully I might be able to use that for the internet as well. So I did have a camera for a PS2, which should probably work on the PS3, but I've put it somewhere and I can't bloody well find it. So I've decided, well, what I'm going to do today, which I did do, I bought a PS3 and it was quite cheap, you know, £50, with the power pack and the leads that connect it from the computer into the back of the TV. And I bought a few games, and when I got home, you know, I looked around for that camera. I couldn't find it. Spent about an hour looking around for it in here. No, it used to be in here, but where it's gone, I don't know. So I decided to go on Amazon and buy a camera. Now, there is software which is called iCreate. It's more of a photo thing actually, but I do believe you can use this for the internet as well. The camera, and that's the camera. So I looked around on eBay again, and I was going from anything from £8 to like £20. So I looked on Amazon because I've got Amazon Prime, and they had one for about £8 on there. So I've got one, which is coming tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is, because I'm having such terrible problems with my computer lagging out left, right, and centre, I've got to keep cleaning all the cache and all the background save data and all that kind of crap, 3-4 times a day, just to get my system, kind of like a little bit faster. So I thought, well, look, what I'm going to do is that I'll order this camera, and hopefully I can use it with YouTube. Now, I found an actual YouTube app for the PS3, but the bugger don't want to work. So when I get the camera, I'm just going to use the internet browser and use it that way, and hopefully I'll be able to do my live stream through the PS3. I think it's possible. I've not really checked yet. If it don't work, then it don't work, But I do like to have a little bit of gaming sometimes. I bought like half a dozen discs. I actually just installed today Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. And I've got some of the old Call of Duty games as well, which I'm going to be mucking around with. I love the old Call of Duty games. So yeah, if I can, when the camera comes tomorrow, I'm going to try and see if I can get it up and running. Now, you might see me come on and do live streaming, but it'll only be test runs, because I don't know how good it's going to be at streaming. So, it's going to be 2 or 3 test runs tomorrow. Now, I have got a clock which came through today. Man, fucking hell, I tell you. I'm sure there's something wrong with that clock. It wasn't working at first. I wound it up and it started working. And I think it's still working, but I don't have it in here because I had it in here and the ticking was so loud, it started giving me a headache and it felt like I was kind of going insane. So I put it in the living room, which I've got more than one clock, and I'm going to be doing little sessions on those during the week. And I won't show them until I actually do a session, because I'm not going to do a session tonight. I'm just going to sit back and chill out a little bit tonight. I know Rose is back at her house as well, I think, so I want to go and check Rose's channel out in a minute. I wound the clock up and I put it on the table. I thought, wow, that's a bit loud. So I put it behind me and it seemed to be even more loud. And there's really fucking what have I got here, And suddenly it started giving me a really bad headache. A real bad headache. So I picked up the clocks and I took them in the living room. And I thought, well, I'm not going to do a proper paranormal stream tonight. I'll just do an update. But I'm going to grab some sleep before I do it, which I did do. I've only been awake about 15 minutes. But during my sleep, I'll tell you, man, it was fucking weird. I was dreaming that the clock was pouring out blood. Why, I do not know. It just, just seeing the clock on the mantle and you turn and you see blood pouring out of it. Now, to me, that's like something, not from a horror movie, but, it's possibly like something evil attached to it. So, have I bought a clock that is really haunted and that could be holding an evil negative spirit on it? I don't know. Why am I seeing blood pouring out this fucking clock in a dream? So, when I go back to sleep tonight, because I'm not going to do any more stream tonight, I'm not even going to do like a living room or a doll session tonight. I'm just going to chill out for the rest of the night. And tomorrow, I'll bring the clock in and we'll do a stream with a clock. And then a couple of nights later, I'll bring the other clock in. I'm not going to show you them both at the same time. I'm going to, because I don't know if the other one is like spiritually active or not, because they both came from the same like seller. I don't know if he dealt in clocks or if he bought them, repaired them, and resold them, or if he bought them at a job lot or something. I don't know. But this clock, man, it was like, this clock's fucking loud, really loud. Tick, 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 tick. Yeah, well, you're going to say, well, clocks do tick, Steve. Yeah, but not this fucking loud. Come on. It sounds like, no, you've just, oi, I've just fed you. Go away and drink my coffee. I'm not picking up because you're molting. Right? I'm going to instead of calling you Tammy, I'm going to call you pain in the butt from now on. So, now you're distracting me from what I was talking about, bloody cat. This cat's been a pain in the arse for the last week, I tell you, man. In and out, in and out, in and out, back on the forwards, left and right, jumping around, meowing, meowing, meowing. I know cats meowing and running around, but this is fucking ridiculous, man, I tell you. I just feel kind of stressed out with this cat sometimes, I know she likes to be like stroked. I called her when I lay down last night to go to sleep. I called her down onto the chair and I gave her like a stroke for 5 minutes. And I said, right, I'm going to go to sleep now. She turned around and jumped up on the windowsill and just looked out the window. It's actually, it wasn't last night, it's this morning, so I didn't go to bed till like 6 o'clock this morning. My sleep pan's completely screwed left, right, and centre, to it, man. So anyway, going back to the clock here. If you was in an empty room and you had a clock in there ticking, and you could hear just how loud that ticking was, and you get that echo effect sometimes as well, where you're going. It's not like tick, tick, it's like it's fucking like, what have I done, man? I know I want to like move on from like dolls and doing other kind of stuff, but this is kind of like fucking weird. So tomorrow I'll be doing a clock, and if I keep having these weird fucking dreams of blood pouring out of it, it's going back somewhere. Now, I'm not going to give it to a charity shop. I won't throw it away. I'll probably go and bury it or something, because if I'm having these not, kind of weird fucking dreams at the moment, wonder what else it might happen, And I've only had it half a day, because when I went out, I didn't think I was going to get in the post. I thought that was going to come Monday. And when I came home from buying that PS3, come upstairs to go and open the door, and there's a box sitting there. I thought, what's that? And I picked it up and I could feel the weight, and I thought, oh, maybe it's some bloody clocks. And it was, because that's the only thing I could think of being that size. And they're not that big. They're only like, small clocks. There's quite a nice one, though, actually. I'm going to be honest with you, all right? I'll be honest with you, it's not 2 clocks. It's 4 clocks. 4 clocks. 3 of them actually do wind up and work. The other one doesn't work. But the one that is loud ticking is the one that gave me the fucking weird dream. So we're going to be doing a clock session. Not for all 3, 4 in one go. It's going to be session 1, part 1. Session 2, part 2. Like that, kind of thing. Because it might be session 1, session 2, session 3, session 4. Don't know why I'm putting part in it. So it'd be session 1, clock session 1, clock session 2, clock session 3, clock session 4. The fourth one will be the one where it's not ticking. I know it ain't going to be working because when I picked it up, I heard something drop inside it, and I tried winding it up, and it wouldn't wind up. I can't even move the clock hands on it. So that will be the last one. But the one that gives me this fucking weird dream of blood pouring out of it is going to be the first one tomorrow night. And the reason why that's going to be the first one tomorrow night, because if it's going to start giving me these weird fucking dreams, I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to have to do something. And I'm not sending it to Rose if it's like, something negative and evil attached to it, because she's got too much negative, evil shit going on along as it is. And I've only just recently sent her a haunted clock anyway. I sent her one of those like brass metal ones. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. I will try and get the PlayStation 3 working on the camera when it turns up tomorrow, but the camera might not turn up till like 9-10 o'clock. I don't know what time it's going to turn up, but it's definitely supposed to be turning up tomorrow. So I ordered it within the 2-hour range. Actually, I'm going to quickly just check on the Amazon. But I'll just have like a normal, pleasant dream, and suddenly the clock appears. And I'm seeing it there on not my mantle, but someone's mantle. It's like a wooden sideboard kind of thing, yeah, with a load of other bits and pieces like, brass ornaments, porcelain, like, not like these type of dolls, but, porcelain figurines. And the clock is in the middle. And the first thing I hear is the ticking. Second thing I see in this dream is the clock just started like leaking something, and then suddenly like just splurting out blood. I'll tell you, it's a really weird dream. My orders. Just got to check to make sure the camera's coming tomorrow. So if this is actually going to be better streaming on the PS3, then I probably will be using that more. It says arriving tomorrow by 8 p.m. It ain't even been dispatched yet. Better turn up, because I'm going to get really narky with Amazon, because like some of my stuff that I've ordered in the past, it's always been late. Like, a day later than it's supposed to be. If I order something today and it's supposed to be here tomorrow, it doesn't come here tomorrow, it's the following day. And I'm paying for like Prime. My membership's like £80 a year to get things sent to me the next day, and they don't turn up 2-3 days later. Now, I want to get the clock out and show you, but I'm not going to. I'll do it tomorrow, because I just don't want to touch that clock tonight. It's like that haunting in America. I can't remember what one it's called, when that woman's having all this activity, and the paranormal group goes up into the attic, and one of them gets caught up in the rafters, and as he comes down, he's got that string or something down his neck. I've always wondered about that, actually. There weren't no real footage of him being lifted up or anything like that, even with cameras, kind of thing. I'm not saying it's fate, but where's if they had all this equipment and there's 2 of them up there, surely the other guy must have been able to like catch something, with his mate, but it's after, it's like him supposed to be hanging there kind of thing. But it's not so much that, it's that after they come down and they've left, and she rings them back up and they go back to do the investigation again, and they see all that kind of like oozing coming out of that wall. That's what it was like. First of all, it's like, it's a steady little kind of like dribble, and you don't realise what it is. It's just like a fluid coming out of the clock, and suddenly, it's like pouring, spatting out, kind of like this red, thick, gungy stuff, and you're thinking, what is that? And you realise it's blood. That's how it was in my dream. It was kind of like startling. I woke up probably about, I don't know. All I can remember is seeing the blood dripping down. Next minute I'm awake. So, we're going to be doing the clocks. We'll probably do a dull session as well. Sunday, I think Rose, well, she said she will. If she does or not, that's another matter. But she said that she's going to give me a personal invite onto a stream on Sunday. If she does or not, that's another matter. I know we've had a little chat, and when she's been streaming, I was hoping that'll be on there as well. Although she said that it wasn't like a paranormal chat, just a general chat. I was okay with that, because I would have just liked a normal chat with her. But she said, she needed her space, which I can understand. We all need our space, and we can't all be streaming with each other. And I was a little bit upset, not being on there, because she is a sister, and I like stream with her all the time, kind of thing. But when she said that she didn't want me on there, I thought, well, thanks for fucking not. Why are inviting you? But no, I can understand that. She needs a bit of time, to stream it on her own, which I can understand and appreciate. We was going to do a stream with Rusty last night, but he did say, well, he's not sure he's going to come on or not. Aaron wasn't around, so I couldn't invite Aaron. He's here tonight, though. I can see him in the side chat. Hello, Aaron. Where was you last night? Anyway, I can't invite him on now because I'm doing a live stream. It's not like, the one which got 30-second delay on it. But no one seemed to have been around last night. And I forgot to say that Steve, I forgot to say, I said to Rose, if you want to come on, on the Thursday night stream with me, Aaron and Rusty, do so. But, I didn't know she was around. I knew she was streaming on her own stream. And I thought, well, maybe she just wants to, carry on doing her own stream kind of thing, And she said she sent me a message, but I never got a message on my mobile phone. And I don't even think I've got it on G Plus, actually. Just going to check on that, because she said, I sent you a message, send me the link. Now, if she was around, she should have, just jumped on chat, and I would have seen her on chat, and, I would have invited that way as well, but, I don't normally have my G Plus open. Yeah, all she said was hello, and that was it. Hello, Thursday night. Now, that don't mean that she wants to come on. If she came on side chat, then I would have said, yeah, okay, you coming on, Rose? And she said, yeah, I would have sent her an invite straight away, kind of thing. But I didn't know she was around. I thought she was just doing a normal stream. I thought she just wanted to carry on doing her own stuff. So, I'll be honest with you, my mind ain't with it over the last few days. I've been sorting out the living room, although there's still a load of boxes in there. I've been sorting out the cupboard. I've actually made a little bit of room, so I can actually stick some of those boxes in the cupboard in the hallway. But there's still going to be a load of boxes around. I've sorted out in here. It's a bit more tidy behind me, but still got cables hanging down everywhere. I can't really hide those. My phone keeps turning itself off. I think it's because the plug wasn't plugged in properly. And now my home phone, when the battery is completely flat. So I'm just hoping that's going to start charging up. I've got to sort out behind me up here, actually, just behind me. So that's all a mess up there. I can't even see what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, over that area where the printer is, just behind the printer. I need to sort out. I need to find a place to put those DVDs, but I've just got nowhere in here. I might try and sort that stuff up over there with all them boxes. Get rid of all that kind of crap. Put those in the cupboard, and then I can put my DVDs on there. I wish I had a shelving, one of those shelves like Rose has got in the dolls room. Then I can put DVDs like she's done with her dolls, but I'm not allowed to do a lot of drilling in here. If I start drilling holes when I leave, if I took the shelves, I'd have to do a lot of plastering and painting to cover the holes up again, or just leave the shelves there. And I don't want to be leaving shelves just going to cost me money. Because if I was ever to move from this location, it mean buying more shelves again. What's the point of buying shelves and you can take them with you instead of leaving them in here and then going to a new location and then buying more? Now, I'm not saying I'm going to be moving. I don't know whenever I move. It won't be too soon anyway. I might still be here for the next 10, 20 years, though. Might be here till the day I bloody die. You can see I've got one of those DVDs there. I've got a bunch of DVDs up there. And I've still got a great big box of DVDs in the living room. And I've got to sort the dolls out yet as well. I've got those all over the place. I've got them in the middle of the room. I've got them at the back of the room. I've got them all on the settee. So much stuff I need to be doing, But I decided I ain't going to buy no more dolls for a while. I'm going to be moving on, doing other stuff, like clocks. The second-hand store, which is a house clearance store, he said that he's got... Well, I wanted to buy some watches off him, yeah? So I believe, a watch can hold, energy, possibly spiritual energy. May have, might have a spirit attachment to them. But the price he wanted for them was fucking ridiculous, man. If I hadn't missed a bid on eBay the other day, I could have got 20 watches for 10 quid. But he wanted 5, 6 quid each for these ones. They're not that old, I don't think. So I ended up paying 10 quid for 4 watches. They don't even work, And I told him, look, I'm not a person who's going to sit there and try to figure out how to repair a watch. I ain't got the brain cells to do it, for one thing. You need professional tools, which I can't afford to do. So, it's just going to be... and I told him I'm in the paranormal, kind of thing. And I said, those watches are going to be sitting there for bloody ages, kind of thing. They'd probably be ended up in a jewelry box and left there. Yeah, but I'm renowned. So he goes, well, look, I've got some bangles. I thought, yeah, bangles, that's another good idea, bangles. And he had like a little box down there. And I said, how much do you want for those? He goes, well, I want to get rid of them all. I've got loads. And I mean, really? Yeah, I've got loads and loads and loads of bangles. I just need to clear them. So I said, well, how many you got? He goes, too many. So he's going to sort them out. And I've got to go down there Monday and hopefully sort them out. If I can get it cheap enough, then I'm going to buy them. He did say the box is probably like that, a little bit smaller, probably about, this length, and probably like that kind of thing. He said he's going to probably have like 2 of those. So there's going to be hundreds of bangles in there. And if he wants to get them that quick, I ain't going to buy both boxes, no way. I told him I only buy one. And that depends on how much he wants from them, because what am I going to do with hundreds of bangles? Well, what I will do is I will be giving some away anyway to my daughter if she wants any, my niece, nephews, not nephews, nieces, my sisters probably. And then I might give, do some giveaways, to you viewers if you want some. Because I ain't gonna, I don't know how many bangles are going to be in there. There could be 200, 300, 400. I don't know. So if I can get them cheap enough, I'll probably buy a box. I ain't going to go more than, well, I don't know. I'm not going to say because I don't know how much he's going to ask for them. If he's going to ask an enormous amount of money, I'm going to say no. I'll say, look, you told me you want to get rid of them. If you want to get rid of them that badly, you take my price. And, if you set the price, great, I'll buy a box. And if I like what's in there, if you still got the other box, then I might take the other box off you later. But I'll only probably buy one. I'm just hoping if I buy one box, there's going to be some good stuff in it. Because the ones I did see, they had like little brass bangles. They had like, he had a lot of those plasticky ones as well. But he had like all different types of bangles there, and it's only like a little small box. And I thought, well, I said, look, I'll give you a couple of quid for those ones. He goes, no. He goes, I don't want to just sell those. I want to get out all of them I've got and put them in a couple of boxes and sell them that way. So I just want to get rid of the damn things. So, if he was someone who wants to get something, out of the shop because it's like clapping the shop up and he knows that he's not selling them, he'd probably take, whatever offer he's going to get. But someone else could walk in there and offer him X amount and they say, yeah, and that X amount could be the higher amount that I was going to give him. No, it's like 10, 15 quid, and it's got like 300 bangles or something there. Then that ain't bad, I suppose. I ain't going to go more than 15 on it. But yeah, it's got some other things in there which I'm interested in as well. So I said to him, look, maybe you might do one of those like job lot deal kind of things. That's all, you want to get rid of some of this stuff. Because when I was looking at the watches, I had 4 put aside, and he had some other ones, and this Pakistani guy comes in and he starts picking them up, the ones that I actually put out to one side. I said, excuse me, I'm buying those. And he kind of looks at me and gives me a real weird, strange look. And the shopkeeper spoke to him in Pakistani language. And he goes, oh. So I said, no, sorry mate, I own those. So we're going to do a stream on clocks and watches. I think I've put them in here actually. Yeah, I did. So they're more female ones than anything else. you got this one here. Now he's gone about, oh, you know, the brand, you know, it might be worth a lot of money. I said, it ain't going to be worth money if it ain't working, mate. There's that one there with like little diamond things in it. They're not diamonds though, I don't think. I've got a diamond tester somewhere. I'll have to look for that and check them. That one. And this is a bit of a weird one, actually. Let's see. DPTNY or something. Darky. Oh, I don't know. Can't even see what that bloody meant behind the glass and that one. So I'm just wondering there might be anything attached to these watches. So what I might do is when I do a stream tomorrow, so we're going to do the clock one at a time, and then if we're not getting much on the clocks, I'll pull out a watch. So we might do a clock and a watch and see if we get anything on Ghostbox, EVP, any K2 hits or anything. Just go so that way, you know, kind of thing. No, everything, you know, we handle has got energy, you know, whether it being an asthma inhaler, a mouse, a hard drive, a mobile phone, you know, whatever we handle, we're putting that energy on. So it's definitely, you know, every item I, you know, buy, it's got energy, residual energy kind of thing, I suppose. But does it have any kind of intelligent energy attached to them? Don't know. Now, as I was sorting out my box last night, I found my old radio, which is completely shattered. I'm going to have to try to find something where I can actually find a way of actually repairing this, because this was one of the actual original ghost boxes with the old original SWG Southwest Ghosts. And I don't know where the antenna bit goes. I might have to try to get someone to repair it for me, actually, if it's repairable. I know someone who could probably do it, but every time I sent him some stuff, he said it's not repairable and never sent it back. So, you know, I need someone who's really good at repairing radios, and then, like, being honest with me, if it's repairable or not. Because I did have a switch up there, actually, because I put the hole in there so I could actually turn the scanning on and off. But I don't think it's the... Yeah, this is the ribbon one. Yeah, the ribbon one. Because these two wires there, the black and white, was the thing that went to the switch. But I'm not sure where the antenna goes. I'm not sure where the power goes. I think that might be one of the power. Well, that is the second power. Because this was the hackable one. Right, anyway, I'm going to go. I'll see you tomorrow night, guys. Definitely be on tomorrow around about the same time, 10 o'clock. Be doing that bloody clock that keeps ticking very loud and giving me bloody... Well, it's only been the one weird dream, but, you know, when I go back to bed later, is it going to give me the same weird dream? It's going to give me something different. Is it still going to be blood oozing out of it? Why do I see a clock oozing out blood? I don't know. You know, as I said, like, you know, we're all energy. We always leave energy on any item we get, you know. Even a packet of playing cards. This is actually unopened, actually. I used to like playing solitaire, I think it was called, you know, where you had the row and you had to, like, you know, put your cards, not solitaire, what is it called? I can't remember. Where you got like a row of 6 and you have like 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, whatever it was, and you had to get all the matching cards back as it was. And yeah, look, my YouTube's like lagging out again, I think, because I've got a circle. So we always leave energy, whatever we handle, we always use you know, we leave that energy on it, and that is more like a residual energy. An intelligent energy attached to something is a spirit that is like, you know, it's passed its energy on and it's active. You know, it's intelligent. It can do whatever it wants. You know, could you imagine like a deck of cards sitting there on a table, then all of a sudden it starts shuffling itself and then dealing out a hand of the cards. Now that is possibly like an intelligent spirit attached to the deck of cards that can actually move them more in like a poltergeist kind of like way, I suppose. And it's just like dealing out the cards. I don't even know why I got cards actually, to be honest with you. That didn't work. Went for them on the side and they bounced back. So yeah, I say I'm gonna go. I've got a banging headache. Well, as soon as I woke up, splitting headache. I've got to go to the doctors, man, next week. It's one thing I'm gonna have to do. Try and get an appointment. I've got 2 letters which I've not responded to. One for me asthma and one for my diabetes. Now I'm not really diabetic, but I'm on the borderline of diabetic. So I have to go and have like my eyes screened. Which, when I was told about this, I thought, well, if I'm diabetic, you know, what does that do? You know, why do I need to go and have my eyes like checked? But what they do is they can actually tell if you're diabetic through like eye screening. And when you go to the actual clinic, they put this like fluid in your eyes, and it kind of like bloody stings at first, and then like after like 20 minutes, you go into like a room and they sit back and they start taking like pictures of your eyeballs, you know, kind of thing. And that's another way of finding out if you're diabetic or not. So, you know, I don't take no medication. I've never been told I need to take medication, even though I'm on borderline diabetic. If I was diabetic, I'll tell you one thing, yeah, I will not take the needle. No way in hell will I take a needle. I don't like needles. So when I was in hospital one time and I was having a blood test, a nurse stuck the needle in my arm and like was whipping it around, and I just kind of like passed out. And this was you know, about 7 years ago. And every time I had to go and have a blood test, you know, I'm not looking. Don't ask me to look. I'm not looking. And you can feel the needle going. And like, if it's a nice nurse and she knows what she's doing, and you can feel the blood coming out of your arm, you know, you tend to like, you know, it's not too bad. And when she puts the little bit of a anesthetic cloth down to pull the needle out, I turn away again and let her pull the needle out. I hate needles. You know, when I had my tattoos done, yeah, I knew it was needles, but I knew it wasn't going to be dug in deep into the skin, you know. I know that it does dig in enough. And when you have the lettering done like that, you know, it says in loving memory, Dad, and then it's got the year. from 1939 to 2011, yeah. Doing the actual swallow was okay, but doing those bloody words was a fucking painful, I tell you. And even when I had this one done, this one hurt a hell of a lot. It's just the lettering that hurts. You know, the actual tattoo itself wasn't too bad. Oh, I still can't see what the hell I'm doing. I keep changing over. But I got that one from the internet. Now, I really like that picture. And I told the guy, I said, it's like a demon with like red eyes. And when I told him, he goes, yeah, you'd have to print it out and I'll have to like scale it down. Now that pentagon at the back and the eyes were supposed to be white and the text was going to be like a different colour. But I thought that probably looked pretty cool with red, you know. I said, right, can you make the eyes red? He goes, yeah, sure. And I said, yeah, actually make that pentagram red as well. He goes, you sure? I said, yeah, make that red, make the eyes red, and make the text red. Now, originally that was going to cost me £150. But they let me have it done for £100. And that was done when I moved here, about a year after I moved here, I think it was. So you're talking about 5 years ago. About 4 or 5 years ago. Right, anyway, I'm definitely going now. I'll catch you tomorrow, and we'll be doing the clock tomorrow, as I say. The one that gave me a bloody weird dream, of blood pouring out of it. And we don't get much on that. I'll grab out one of the watches and see if we get anything on the watch. I have got other things I want to be looking at buying, but it's all down to funding. I ain't getting no help at the moment with you guys, any donations. So, well, actually, I did get £15 donation the other day. But, you know, without getting help, guys, I can't really buy too much. And that's what me and Rose want to do, keep buying stuff to try to see if there's anything active, spiritually active, so we can, like, do more streams. And, you know, it don't have to be dolls all the time. And I ain't going to buy no more dolls. No way. It's going to be like other things. I'm not sure what I'm going to buy next. So I've got like the watches, I've got the clocks. I've now got 5 clocks. No, 6 clocks. 7 clocks. 7 clocks. I did have 8, but I gave 1 to Rose. I actually gave Rose one like this, but a smaller version. And this one's not working because the battery's gone flat. Luckily, I've got some new batteries, but I'm not going to put battery in it. Actually, it is working, I think. Yeah, it is working. Yeah, but this one's so quiet. You can hardly hear this ticking, but it's ticking. That other clock, God man, it ticks so bloody loud. I also want to do, now I've had one already, and it made me violently ill. And I'm not bullshitting you guys. I've got a book, which I will quickly go and get. Right, I've told this story a few times and I'm going to tell you it again today, and I might even tell it again tomorrow. When I was in temporary accommodation over at Hall Place in Mitcham, which I was moved from Croydon Court Hotel in Mitcham because I broke my leg and I couldn't keep going up and down stairs. They put me into Hall Place. I'm not sure it was after I took the plaster off my leg myself or when I had the plaster, but I wasn't doing much, so I went round to one of the charity shops and I asked if they needed any help. I said, yeah, come in on a Monday. So I went in the Monday and I was perfectly okay, nothing wrong with me whatsoever. I was just a happy-going guy, I got myself a little voluntary job, not getting paid for it, given my free time. And they asked me to clean the window, because I used to do window cleaning many years ago. I had that white stuff on it. So I was able to clear all the window, and it was like, spotless time I finished. And she goes, right, can you sort the DVDs out? So I said, yeah, I do the DVDs. So I put some DVDs up. And I said, what next? She goes, oh, there's some books. Can you sort some books out? I said, yeah, sure. So as I sorted them out, I pulled out this book, Encyclopedia of Ghosts and Spirits by John and Anne Spencer. Within, probably a couple of minutes after picking this book up, I just went violently ill. I started getting really hot and sweaty. I was feeling sick. My stomach was really going like crazy. And I said, look, I ain't feeling well, I'm just going to the bathroom. I suddenly had diarrhea. I was throwing up in the sink as well. So I'd done sitting on the toilet, throwing up in the bath. I was really perspiring. I thought, fucking hell, man, I can't be working like this. How it happened, I don't know. So I came out and I said, I'm sorry, I'm really ill. I said, I've got bad diarrhea, I'm throwing up. She goes, you don't look too good, Steve. She goes, are you all right? I said, I think I'd better go. So she goes, yeah, go. I said, look, there's a book there. Can I take the book? She goes, yeah, take the book. I paid you £1 for the book. How much it originally is, I don't know. But I paid for the book and I took the book home with me. And for 2 whole days, I had vomiting, diarrhea, perspiring. I thought I was going to fucking die. And I was so bad, I thought, right, I'm going to try to get the strength. Because I knew there was something with this book. There's a spirit attachment to this book. So I was laying in the bed and I thought, well, maybe I can get to the church. There's a church just up the road. Probably about 3 minutes walk. But the way I felt, it took me 10 minutes to get there. And I just asked for the priest. And I said, look, I don't know how you are with spirits and stuff like that. I picked a book up and I think it's haunted. And I suddenly gone really ill. Can you throw a blessing down on me? So he done a blessing. He doused me with holy water. And as soon as he done that, I started feeling better. I really did. As soon as he done that, I started feeling better. Now I'd taken a bottle of water with me as well. I said, can you bless this water for me so I can drink blessed water? Help me to feel better and hopefully move any kind of negativity from me in my home. He said, yeah, sure. So he blessed this bottle of water. And, getting up there took me 10 minutes when it should only took me 3 minutes. And on the way back, it took me 3 minutes because I felt so better after being blessed. I wasn't feeling like I was those last couple of days. So I got back into my apartment. And I went, right, you fuckers. I don't know who it is who's made me ill, but you're going to be doused in holy water. And I was throwing holy water everywhere. I was doing the Lord's Prayer. I was doing St. Michael Archangel. I was doing 2 or 3 different prayers. And I looked at the book and I said, yeah, you're the one. And as soon as I threw holy water on this book, you know, with those 2 days where I was in, you know, my flat and I was ill, you know, the whole room was kind of dark. As soon as I threw holy water on this and done a couple of prayers, the whole room lit up. And I felt a lot better. So this book had a bad attachment to it. I should have got rid of it, but after doing what I needed to do, I felt the book's safe now. So anyway, that's another thing I want to be doing, is getting books. I might even buy the book on death, which is you know, based on the Egyptian thing. It's not the original one, because the original one's in the museum, but you get, like, you know, reprint after reprint after reprint for, well, I've seen them on Amazon and eBay for about 10 quid. I know Rose said that she wanted to get one. Don't know if she is or not, but I might get a book on death and just, like, have a look at it. Right, anyway, so I've got glasses, but I just don't know where I keep putting the damn things. But I'm going to go to the opticians next week as well to make an appointment. Right, I'll see you all tomorrow night, and I'm going to go and chill out and maybe have a little game on Battlefield 3 or Battlefield 4. I should play Battlefield 3 all the way to the end first, then play Battlefield 4. But I've got some of the Call of Duty ones. I've got Call of Duty Ghosts, which I've got on PC, but I never played it because I didn't think my computer was going to be compatible. But now I've got it on PS3. Now these games are only, like, if you go on buy these brand new, you know, like, you're talking about 10, 15, 20 quid each. But in the shop where I've got the actual PS3, £1.50, £1.50, £1.50, £1.50. So I bought about a tenner's worth of games to start me off with. And I've got the camera coming tomorrow. So, like, cheers for joining, and I'm gonna see what Rose is doing, and I'll catch you tomorrow night, yeah? Bye for now.